Hey you guys! Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, we're doing a life update of sorts. I just felt like 2017 came in like a wrecking ball and I just kind of want to give you a rundown of what happened. Basically, towards the end of Vlogmas, I think it was like December 20th, I started to feel rather ill and I went to the doctor and sure enough I had a chest infection, I had a double ear infection and I was pretty much out for the count for like 5 days, but I still did Vlogmas, I made it happen, I powered through, but I was ill and I didn't really start coming back to myself until about January 2nd. And at that point I went back to work. Then the following weekend I was out and about and I slipped on the ice and I fractured my elbow. There was 2 weeks of like some serious pain. I'm still in a lot of pain, but the fracture is healing and I still have another 3 to 5 weeks of limited mobility and I had to be careful and everything else. I'm not allowed to lift too much and things like living alone is proving to be difficult. Aside from that, I am living alone. I'm still single. That's another question people ask me, am I still single? Yes, I am. I will say by the time this posts, this video goes live, it'll be a year since Cuddles passed away, which blows my mind because to be honest, I didn't think life would be the same without her, and it's weird. Like, life goes on, I get that, but like, it's just a whole, all these weird feelings. That's why I kind of felt like I had to sit down and bring you guys up to speed because there have been a few changes. I have a vlog channel. I am weekly vlogging and weekend vlogging over on lAmandaandlola vlogs. I am doing main channel videos as well, and I'm trying to write blog posts. So it's just, life is getting kind of crazy, but I am wondering if you guys will give me some video ideas as well. I ask you guys to bear with me, but I have managed to pull this off for the month of January, so I'm thinking it's going to be okay. I'm going to power through and we're going to do lots of YouTubing and we're going to have a lot of fun, and as tired as I may be sometimes, it's worth it because I love interacting with you guys. And then on another note, a lot of people have been talking about mental health awareness and everything else, and I have anxiety. It's a thing, and I've been having a hard time with it, and I have kept it from you guys for a while, and I don't want this to be like some crazy video. I'm dealing with it, you know, I'm dealing with medical people and I'm talking to my doctor about it and we're taking a course of action and it is what it is. But like, I have some issues, like I don't want to leave the house sometimes. I am just as content staying in all weekend and doing this and doing YouTube and writing blogs and talking to Brad on FaceTime and being invisible. Like, I feel like my Monday to Friday is so fast paced that being invisible is okay. And it's not okay to feel that way all the time. I shouldn't want to be invisible every minute of the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I want to go out and party, but I have issues. I'm having anxiety issues. Like, I get so anxious about having to go out in public and I don't want to, you know, like I don't want to go out with friends. Like tonight, for example, we left work at 4:30 to go out to the Duke for fish and chips, and some of the girls drink, which is fine, whatever. I don't mind going out for drinks when I have water and up being the driver. But by 6 o'clock, like I needed to get out of there. Like the place was packed, like I couldn't handle it anymore. Like I was done, and I struggle with it. I don't, like when the bar fills up, Amanda gets more anxious. Like I would rather stay home alone with my thoughts and read a book than be out in public a lot of the time. I can't handle going to movies. I find them too crowded. It's like I have this like social anxiety about people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having anxiety. It is a thing. Depression is a thing. Like your mental health is so important and you have to take care of it. And I've decided to make 2017 the year about me. That's kind of how I'm coming at it this year. So I feel like where I was so sick at the beginning of the new year, and then this fractured elbow thing, and the fractured elbow is making me, like for the first 2 weeks I didn't have any medication, so I wasn't sleeping through the night and I was waking up, throwing up in a lot of pain. I was barely sleeping. So I've committed myself to getting 6 hours of sleep a night or more. Like I'm okay with getting more. So at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. I think taking care of yourself has to be a priority, and I am not a professional, believe me, because I'm battered, I'm bruised, and I run myself down to the ground as much as anybody else does. But there comes a time when you have to take care of you, so I have committed myself to cutting all the toxic people who use me out of my life. That means I have 3 friends outside of the friends on the mainland, and that means I'm alone a lot, and that means that putting yourself out there is harder because you're not surrounded by a lot of people. And I think people forget that. They don't seem to understand that I have a harder time going out with a group because I am so used to being alone, and I still I look at all of my friends and I'm one of the only people who lives on her own, has her own car, has her own life, has her own career, and doesn't live at home. And there's nothing wrong with any of that, but I'm in a different space, if you will, and it's hard. It's hard to hang out with people who don't get it, who don't have to pay bills or don't have a ton of bills, and it just fuels the anxiety because you feel out of place all the time, and it's tough. And then you guys are starting to recognize me, and I love that, I will say that, but at the same time I'm socially awkward in a lot of ways. Like when I'm quiet out in public, it is because I'm anxious. It's not because I don't want to talk, it's because it's an adjustment. And I think putting yourself out there on the internet means you're opening yourself up to so much, and there's a lot of love that comes with that because you guys are amazing, and I love you guys, and I love interacting with you guys, and I'm so grateful to have y'all in my life because you're like this ray of sunshine when things could be dark or cold, or on those really cold winter's nights when you don't really want to do much and you're kind of feeling down. I love hopping on the tote box and talking to you guys because you make me smile, and you know, you've stuck around, and we're coming up on my 3-year YouTube anniversary towards the end of February, and it's like I've been doing this for 3 years already. Like, it's crazy. I feel like I just started, and I look at all the transitions, I've looked at all the filming gear, I've bought the cameras, how life has changed, and it's crazy. And with that, you know, you have to change your mindset, and I really want to take care of myself, whether it be like exercising more or drinking more water and like trying to go to bed earlier and just doing things that make me happy and cutting out those toxic people. That's what I have to do. I have to take care of me. I need to, you know, be the best form of me I can possibly be, and then, you know, maybe things will get easier, like with mental health. And I think it's so important, and I've been like battling with talking about this on camera for a while. There's a reason why sometimes when I start a vlog, I don't finish it the same day, and it's because I wasn't feeling it. I, you know, didn't want to leave the house, and there's only so much vlogging you can do inside before it gets boring, and I try to spice up my content. It is hard, and I adapt, you know. I am a creature of habit, and I think also living on an island where it's hard to do stuff in the wintertime makes it a little harder to deal with being anxious and everything else, but it's not unbearable. And if you go ask the right questions and you ask for help, anxiety isn't always a bad thing, you know. It doesn't control, like it was starting to control me there for a while, and I decided that wasn't me, and I went and I got some help. And you know, it's still an adjustment, but I'm trying to do things more. I'm trying to jump in head first, and it's hard, it's a transition, but we're getting there. I'm taking the steps to make things a bit better because I don't want things like anxiety to control who I am. I want to be the best me I can be, and I think in order to do that, I have to take care of me. This video is probably like the most rambly thing in the world, but the bottom line is, talking about it with you guys is scary because there's a lot of you guys who are looking at my life, and it's hard. You know, I'm sitting here alone in my dining room talking to a camera, and I know I'm talking to each and every one of you at some point when I make this video public, and that scares the hell out of me. But at the same time, I feel like you guys will understand. I hope you guys will understand. It doesn't mean you can't get better. It doesn't mean it's gonna crush you, you know. I think everyone can achieve whatever they want in life as long as they put their mind to it and set their goals and know their limits and take care of themselves. There's nothing stopping anyone from being happy except yourself. So if you guys have any sort of issue you're struggling with, no matter what it is, I guess the whole point of this life update is get help. Go ask for the help even if it scares you, because you will be okay. It doesn't heal instantly by any means, but you'll get through it. I'm getting there, you know. It's a slow process, but I'm a lot better off for it. Like, tonight was a fine example. 3 months ago, I never would have went out to the Duke with the people I work with. So that's something. Did I last very long? No, but I went. For me, that's an accomplishment. For me, that's a big thumbs up. So I'm happy I did it. Am I happy to be home? Oh yes. But it was still a nice night. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed hanging out with the girls I worked with. And it was fun. It was fun to tell stories and talk and just laugh and not think about work for a little while. It was nice. I'd do it again. Not right away, but I'd do it again. So it wasn't terrible. So I guess with all that being said, if anyone takes anything away from this world's rambliest, longest randy video ever, if you guys are dealing with anything in life, ask for help because it does get better. Whether it be, you know, if you have like anxiety about a few things but not everything. Like for me, I struggle sometimes to leave the house. I struggle a lot of time to leave the house. I wanted to be invisible for a while. Like those things, you know, sometimes you feel like you're taking the world on by yourself, but you're not. You're really not. There are people around who love you and care about you, and they will take care of you. And talking to people helps. And I love talking to you guys. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys like these sit down chatty videos. I'm sorry this one was all over the place, but it's me trying to break down a few walls with you guys. And I have to say my life is pretty much an open book with you guys, but this whole anxiety thing was something I struggled to talk to you guys about. But I just kind of kicked myself in the butt and said, you know what, let's address the elephant in the room because it's there and I'm trying to better myself and I don't like not telling you guys things, and I have bad days too, and I have to take care of myself just as much as the next person. And I think being open and honest with you guys is the best thing I can do for our relationship, you know. And I think I love this little corner of the internet that's mine, and I love sharing it with you guys, and I love talking to you, and I love having you in my life. So I feel like keeping something from you isn't okay, and I didn't want to do it. So that brought me to this video, and with all that being said, I'm feeling a bit weird and emotional, so I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you for watching. Give this one a thumbs up. Expand that description box down below so you can subscribe to my vlog channel, where I'll probably be a little bit more open about being anxious from time to time. And I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.